We are heartened by the commitment displayed by your delegation to ensure that we further enhance and strengthen the relations between our two countries as we pursue the shared aspiration of a shared community, a shared future. We have an obligation to represent those who went before us, those who are here, and those who are still to be born. We have such a task to continue on an upward trend in the relations between Zimbabwe and Zambia. We look forward to this ministerial session of our midterm review of the 18th session of the Joint Permanent Commission Cooperation to address outstanding issues between our business people, our traders, tourism operators, among other entities, and to explore other areas of cooperation. Dear colleague, brother, and co-chair, we are aware that we should have met much earlier at the beginning of this year in this format of the midterm review. But as you will appreciate, our chairmanship of SADC and other commitment led us to defer our meeting to this day. However, this does not mean that we were not meeting in other settings. We were always meeting. We caucused many times as colleagues and neighbors, and so we maintained dialogue throughout the year. But of course, we welcome this opportunity to have a dedicated session to undertake the comprehensive review of our bilateral cooperation. As we say, we owe it to our founding fathers, we owe it to ourselves, we owe it to the future generations. We therefore thank you for responding positively to our invitation to this meeting. Co-chair, the agenda before us is extensive, which is a reflection of the wide scope and breadth of issues between our two countries. As we reflect on the progress of the implementation of decisions in the 18th session of the JPCC, it is pleasing to note that a significant number of decisions were implemented by our two countries. We are pleased to note the significant progress made in several key areas and the readiness of both sides to finalize various outstanding memoranda of understanding across a wide range spectrum of strategic sectors, which include health, transport, energy and environment, trade, investment, protection, and legal cooperation and immigration. My dear brother, some interesting and important facts need to be stated about our enduring relationship. We are one of the few countries that co-own resources. Zimbabwe and Zambia co-own and cooperate a lot of entities. Zimbabwe enjoys common ownership and access to the mighty Victoria Falls, one of the 7 wonders of the world, and Kariba with Zambia. We are together blessed with plentiful flora and fauna, including minerals, that straddles our common boundary. We have plenty of deposits of subsoil critical minerals that can support the global green transition. We also have vast agricultural land. My dear brother, there is no need for poverty. Poverty, if we have it, it will be policy induced. It is not going to be natural resources induced. It means we have to make our policies make it possible for the prosperity to take place. So we must always say when we discuss bye-bye to poverty through making the correct decisions. Our goal is prosperity for our two peoples of Zambia and Zimbabwe. Our bond is stronger than individuals. Our bond is much stronger than individuals. Nobody can break that bond. Trying to break that bond will just break that person. In this regard, co-chair, there is no need to have trade barriers between our two countries. Zimbabwe has removed duty on transit fuel with immediate effect. In fact, there is no need to prevent each other from entering each other's territory. There is no gain in acting otherwise. Dear brother and co-chair, Zambia and Zimbabwe are set to reach a significant milestone with the anticipated elevation of the Joint Commission Cooperation into a binational commission. For Zimbabwe, this is a clear indication of the value we attach to Zambia as a neighbor, as a brother, as a sister, as a friend, as a political and economic ally. Honorable Minister, we are family. Whether you state it or anybody states it or does not state it, it doesn't change anything. We are family. Co-chair, our aim is to deepen bilateral partnerships rooted in Pan-African solidarity, which led a lot of Zambians to die for Zimbabwe. Mutual respect and shared growth. Zimbabwe pursues a stable and mature foreign policy and shall foster regional stability and advance inclusive, people-centered development. If our policies lead to people's poverty, we have to remove them. We have to put policies that make people prosper. Our communities living along Zambia and Zimbabwe borders are our catalysts for regional integration. We propose that we establish joint economic, social, and cultural activities in these communities. Co-chair, we recognize the potential for even greater economic collaboration as displayed by the commendable working relationship between our trade, investment, and development agencies. It is Zimbabwe and Zambia who started having a uni-visa. It is important that the trade, investment, and development agencies for our two countries continue to work together in virtual cycle of our common prosperity, such as the cooperation which led to two trade agencies to identify land for the construction of warehouses at Kasubalesa border post. We are very thankful. Zimtrade is going to establish this with the blessings of the Zambian government. We expect the same to happen on this side of the border from the Zambian side. This project will indeed give both countries an opportunity to increase trade in their local products, particularly fast-moving consumer goods and agricultural mechanical tools. Indeed, we need to strengthen and upscale agricultural trade and mutual investments through direct sourcing arrangements, joint ventures, and targeted investment promotion. It is worth appreciating that our economic partnership is further diversified with efforts towards technology transfer, capacity building, and skills development, especially in the energy sector. We need to establish a more integrated and sustainable regional energy network through continued leveraging of public-private partnerships, cross-border collaboration, and innovative financing mechanisms to narrow the energy gap in our countries and in the region. We therefore look forward to both our private sector players, financiers, energy consultants, and independent power producers to collaborate in addressing the energy crisis in the region during the upcoming Energy Forum in Africa in Lusaka later this month. Distinguished guests, in this spirit of maintaining momentum on measurable milestones, we strive to ensure that the agreement projects which we intend to finalize and implement are actionable, time-framed, and resourced for them to be directly meaningful to our respective citizens. Of note is the pending conclusion of the Patoka hydropower project and the Kafue Lions Dam projects, among other projects of strategic value. Honorable Minister, ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude, we wish to urge us all to take positive steps to drive the implementation of the signed bilateral agreements and to review dormant agreements and explore new areas of cooperation. There is no need for tariff and non-tariff barriers to exist between Zimbabwe and Zambia. We are an example of countries that have worked together for years, and we should be an example of regional cooperation. With these words, I think we are instructing our officials to take the same spirit when you are negotiating and talking. We are talking about prosperity here, and we are going to pull down the wall of ego. We trust that we will have results-focused interactions today, which will contribute to the strengthening of our bilateral cooperation across all sectors between our two countries. We want the economy to flow between Zambia and Zimbabwe as an example of what can happen when people work together. Ziko Mkwano, I thank you. Asante sana.